Unfortunately, all the projects in the National Capital Region will not be covered by this particular fund.
So without putting any taxpayer money, the solution is there.
The government has announced the creation of a last mile connectivity fund or a stress fund. Usko banne dijiye.
Dozens of projects where they need small funding.
Finally, government has recognized that there is a stress in the real estate market.
All these projects can easily be covered under this fund.
They should have covered all projects.
Hi, welcome to the Property Show. I'm Jayashree Kurup, I'm editor MBTV. The government has announced a 20,000 crore stress fund to relieve the stress in the real estate sector, in the NCR as well as the rest of the country. Will this relieve the stress and have the solutions been found? To discuss this subject, I have with me four very important guests. Niranjan Hiranandani, he's chairman NAREDCO. Manoj Gaur, he's chairman CREDAI NCR. Santosh Kumar of ANAROC and Balvinder Kumar, member UP-RERA. Sir, can the stress fund solve the problem of the Delhi NCR?
आप दिल्ली के आसपास का आप एरिया देखिए, 3 प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं यहाँ पे नेशनल कैपिटल रीजन में. एक है ये अम्रपालिका. There was already court direction. Court has, I think, directed NBCC to complete that. In the case of JP, which is the second large project, if I remember correctly, court ने शायद हमें 4 हफ्ते का समय दिया है कि उस 4 हफ्ते के दौरान we have to come up with a comprehensive and viable project. और तीसरा है Unitech. तो अगर ये 3 प्रोजेक्ट, Unitech में I don't know what the state of play is, I can't remember offhand. But अगर आप ये 3 प्रोजेक्ट देख लीजिए, that takes care of over 100,000 affected home buyers. अगर इनको निकाल दिए, बाकी तो छोटे हैं.
Earlier, the stress fund was suggested by us in NAREDCO about 18 months ago. And this was primarily focused on the National Capital Region because we believe that with 250,000 apartments plus, we needed a solution. And hence we suggested to Niti Aayog and then to the government in the Ministry of Housing that we needed a stress fund to solve the problem. Unfortunately, all the projects in the National Capital Region will not be covered by this particular fund for the simple reason that almost all of them have been affected as NPAs and or they are affected by the NCLT orders.
Especially in the NCR region जो है, I don't think not even a single developer will qualify for that. Basically हमने stress fund ये मांगा था गवर्नमेंट से. एक तो लास्ट माइल फंडिंग हमने उसमें मांगी थी कि बहुत जगह ऐसा हो रहा है कि बैंक्स ने डेवलपर को से 200 करोड़ रुपीस ऑलरेडी डिस्पर्स किया हुआ, प्रोजेक्ट बन गया है, 60-70% बन गया है. सेल्स उसके हिसाब से नहीं हुई ड्यू टू द ऑब्वियस रीज़न स्लो डाउन. अब उसको कंप्लीट करने के लिए ऑल्दो प्रोजेक्ट इज़ गुड, बन जाएगा तो सेल भी हो जाएगा, नंबर्स आर गुड. उसको कंप्लीट करने के लिए अनदर 25 करोड़ रुपीज़ रिक्वायरमेंट है. लेकिन वो 25 करोड़ रुपीस बैंक देना भी चाहता है, बट ड्यू टू द सर्टेन सर्कुलर फ्रॉम द RBI फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट, वो कहते हैं नहीं, पहले आप इसको NPA डिक्लेयर करो अगर आप एक्स्ट्रा मनी देना चाहते हो, देन 100% प्रोविजनिंग इसकी करो. तो वी वांट कि आप ये सर्कुलर्स अगर विड्रॉ करते हैं या इसको जो है चेंज करते हैं तो विदाउट पुटिंग एनी टैक्स पेयर मनी द सोल्यूशन इज़ देयर. देन सेकेंड था जो है स्ट्रेस फंड था. स्ट्रेस फंड के लिए लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट मीन्स आज की डेट में मेरे प्रोजेक्ट में कोई आदमी पैसा लगाना चाहता है तो वो केवल इतनी गारंटी चाह रहा है कि जब ये प्रोजेक्ट में से पैसा आना शुरू हो तो सबसे पहले मुझे मिले क्योंकि मैंने सबसे स्ट्रेस के टाइम में इसमें पैसा लगाया. आई थिंक दैट इज़ फेयर एनफ. ये पूरे वर्ल्ड में ऐसा ही होता है, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट उसको अलाउड नहीं करती क्योंकि इस तरह के जो है कोई सर्कुलर्स नहीं है या इस तरह की कोई गाइडेंस नहीं है. तो हमने जो रिक्वेस्ट करी थी कि अगर इस तरह की कुछ गाइडेंस आए तो विदाउट पुटिंग एनी मनी लॉट ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो सॉल्व हो जाएंगे. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट दे हैव अनाउंसेस दिस और आई थिंक इसका मेरे को तो नहीं लगता कोई इसका जो है टेकर होगा. आई थिंक द हेडलाइन इज ओके बट द कंटेंट एंड द फाइन प्रिंट्स आर नॉट ओके.
जहाँ तक मुझे याद है उसमें फॉर्मुलेशन ये थी, दोज प्रोजेक्ट्स विच हैव नॉट बिकम NPAs येट, बिकॉज एक बार प्रोजेक्ट NPA बन गया एंड इट इज गॉन ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ NCLT or wherever, then the scope for doing that is limited.
I think this is a very welcome step, and dozens of projects, especially in Noida, Greater Noida and Ghaziabad are there, where they need small funding, not to the tune of say hundreds of crores, but maybe 20 crores, 30 crores, 40 crores, so that they complete their incomplete towers. But nowadays nobody is extending because of the environment that is currently
and the risk
prevalent.
perception in the industry.
Risk perception is also there, and there is no trust factor. Builder is not trusting their buyers because buyers are not also giving their money to them. And buyers, of course, they don't trust builder because they have not completed their project in time. So there is a trust deficit, and banks also don't trust them.
Will the banks start lending now?
The bankers are very anxious about this fund, and they're very happy that this fund has been put up by the government, which I think is good, and it will solve a lot of misery of a large number of buyers, but not in the NCR region.
Who will benefit from the stress fund?
There are many projects which are on the verge of completion, and they have not taken loan from banks or another financial institutions, but at the same time they have no money to complete the project. I mean, buyers have not gone to NCLT. So all these projects can easily be covered under this fund, and hopefully now financial institutions will come forward to implement this scheme of stress funds.
Right.
We have spoken to some builders, but they're still very apprehensive. They are still doubtful whether the banks will come forward to give remaining last mile funding.
Right.
The fact is that I've talked to various bankers, and they've said there are many projects which are on a roll but are stuck because funding is just not available for them to complete the projects. And this, I think, stress fund will become very useful. So while it doesn't handle that problem in NCR, it does handle a large number of projects all over the country. And you can think another 2 lakhs to 3 lakh apartment problems of the rest of the country can be done.
There are many projects which will fall under the category of when they say that the project is not referred to NCLT. 60% projects are completed. In fact, in almost all the projects, structures are ready. Also, the account is not NPA. There are many projects which they have not taken any loan from banks. They raised from the buyer's money.
Right. Do you think that this is the right time, and will it spur the market to go on and complete projects?
Home buyers की जो problems हैं, individual project जो है, वो क्यों उसका क्या कारण है? Were they over leverage? Were there some other problem? The ecosystem is in the process of being rectified. That is the point. And as I said, if something has become an NPA, we are not in a position. The home buyers themselves went to the court.
See, Jayashree, this is a good beginning, I would say. Finally, government has recognized that there is a stress in the real estate market, and giving a stimulus to the real estate is a positive step, I would say. Though it should have been come little earlier, because there are various projects today stuck because of liquidity crisis, and I would say by getting whether it is 10,000, 20,000 crores, though the stress in the market is as currently estimated at around 1,50,000 crores, which is the requirement to complete all the stuck projects. But there are majority of the projects have gone into NCLT or it has been stuck because of the various reasons. There are many projects already is in the court, but whatever left out, still I would say it will definitely give a kind of a boost and a trust to the general public to bring back that demand. Though it is a small step, I think there is a large amount of relief is required for this industry, but still I would consider this as a beginning. There will more come from the government, and I do expect some sort of a structural change we'll see going forward when Nirmala Sitharaman announces certain further stimuluses to the real estate sector.
We still need clarifications, right?
It is just an announcement. We'll have to see the blueprint of the stress fund, how it is going to be deployed, what are the conditions which they have put in when they are looking at the project, and which are the projects they wanted to fund, and who will come in as their partner to become their partner or investment partner while selecting the projects. So these are some of the blueprint which you'll have to wait and see now. The government's intent is to complete all this stalled project through initial support from the government, and they wanted to bring in the other stakeholders like NBFCs if required, or the investors, or any other or the pool of customers who
or
can
even relaxation in the ECB norms.
Absolutely, right? ECB norms are also there.
So I think we'll have to read the fine print in order to know what the definition is. I would have thought they should have covered all projects, whether they are in the affordable or MIG, EWS or HIG. It doesn't really matter, because a stuck project is a stuck project and a liquidity crisis is across the board.
Who gets the funds? Only affordable housing?
They've said it's for affordable housing as well as MIG, but now there are projects which have all the three. They may have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom also. Now suppose my project has got 1,000 apartments and maybe 30 apartments are 3 bedroom, then they come under the HIG scheme. Now, how will they not fund the scheme because there are 10 flats or 5% or 10% of HIG? Will they not fund it, or what will be the issues?
How will the funds come? Through the developer or also routed through the consumer?
Well, we don't know actually. We haven't seen the details of the regulation. Obviously, they are going to make certain suggestions to do it. We'll have to see how it is created and pans out of it. But I'm sure it will be pragmatic, because they are very, very keen that the incomplete projects in India should not get stuck because of the liquidity crisis which exists both in the banking systems and in the NBFCs.
So there you are. A rupees 20,000 crore stress fund created by the Government of India, asking the banks and other financial institutions to come together to lend to the real estate sector. The developers say that the details are in the fine print, but they don't think that with the conditions and stipulations that are there, the bankers and the developers are going to be able to find common ground in the NCR region. The rest of the country may still take off. But there are many, many issues here, and can the government address these issues and iron out the problems so that finally the projects go through to completion? Thanks for watching. I'm Jayashree Kurup. I'm editor MBTV. Please subscribe to Magicbricks on YouTube and click the bell icon to get new videos.